Are you tired of getting dominated by better players? Wish you could pick up any shooter and drop high kill games?
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
It ain't good.
Congratulations, you clicked on the right video. Today we're going to be looking into 5 focus areas that can be applied to any FPS game, and how you can manifest your energy into bettering yourself at any FPS game that you desire. First things first, let's look at my credentials. I've been playing FPS games since 2007, where I became notorious in the Halo 3 doubles playlist. Since then, I've played a ton of shooters and generally maintain a KD ratio above 2.0. Now I'm sick of the new Call of Duty, and I'm playing a mix of FPS games to maintain my sanity. If you follow these focus areas, it will give you the platform to become an FPS demon. Before you can become that, the first thing you need to do is take a step back and adjust your playstyle. Most players just run around with their heads in the clouds. The most efficient way to play is to have a patrol playstyle. Taking up power positions, such as a snipe tower on Guardian in Halo 3, and moving up and down between the levels, allows you to engage and disengage your enemies quickly, with good cover, and you can dictate when you want to commit to a gunfight. If you and your enemies are constantly moving aimlessly around the map, the gunfights are more random. But if one of you chooses an area to patrol, the one doing the patrolling will always have an advantage. There is no specific area or way to patrol. As long as you're constantly moving back and forward and rotating after killing or shooting an enemy, you're doing it right. Constantly moving is essential as you become less predictable. The most successful patrol areas tend to be around objective sites. The more you hang around them and patrol, the better your game sense will become, and you'll be able to predict where enemies are coming from. Since everyone and their granny has a headset these days, I'm guessing this doesn't need to be said, but just in case, footsteps and general sound cues make the difference in reacting to a fight. So, if you are serious and don't have some type of headset, you need to invest in one. The next thing you should work on is breaking your bad habits. If you don't record yourself gaming, this can be harder to notice, but everybody has bad habits that they need to break. Let me give an example. Reloading at the wrong time. This is something I used to do, sometimes still do. Some people have OCD about reloading. They shoot 2 or 3 bullets and then they immediately feel the urge to reload again. What you should do is make sure to be in some sort of cover, near a teammate, or have an easy escape route nearby before reloading. Another example is jumping around corners. Sometimes it works out great, you look like a baller, but if you're just doing it aimlessly, you don't know where they are, and often they'll be already pre-aimed in the corner.
Fuck off.
It works best if you just get behind the wall, already have the information you need, so you can jump back out and re-engage. So just make sure to pick these gunfights better. Yahoo! When it comes to aiming, we need to remember that there are 2 types, passive and active aiming. Most people only ever consider active aiming when they're playing. So what is the difference? Well, active aiming is reactive. You move your crosshair toward a target when you come across an enemy, while tracking the recoil as the gun shakes. Passive aiming is your crosshair placement when you aren't in a gunfight. The goal of passive aim is to minimize the amount of time it takes to realign your crosshair before any potential gunfight. This might seem boring, but it's the equivalent to skipping leg day in the gym. Before we move on with passive aim, let's address the elephant in the room. There is no one size fits all when it comes to settings. Depending on your gaming setup, how far away you are from the monitor, general comfort, among tons of other factors, this can vary for everybody. Sensitivity is the most contentious point when it comes to settings. While I wouldn't suggest going below, let's say 4 in Call of Duty, you can check what is best for you by following this drill that I totally didn't steal from dreamstrike. What you do is, pick some spots around the map in a custom game. Run between 4 or 5 of them on repeat. This is an easy way to check what sensitivity is the most comfortable for you. If you find your crosshair placement goes too far past the point naturally, then drop your sensitivity down. If it doesn't quite reach it, bump it up. If it generally lands in it comfortably, then bingo, you found the right sensitivity for you. This drill has a double function. You can do the same thing to practice your centering, or passive aim. When moving around in any game, you want to maintain your crosshairs at around chest height to give you the best chance to react quickly and get the first shot off in a gunfight. In this new era of FPS gaming, movement has become rampant, with every game trying to have unique mechanics or to improve on existing ones. Unfortunately, there's no real way for me to tell you how to move in every game, as a lot of them are way too specific. However, I can tell you some basics of movement that applies to all games. In games where there's a slide function, doing it around corners is a massive no. If you do the animation while somebody is already there waiting for you, it makes you a literal sitting duck. Zigzagging randomly can confuse the shit out of your enemies and give you extra time to readjust. Combining jumps and slides usually gives you some type of boost in animation speed, so try to finish your jumps with slides and slides with jumps. Spamming the crouch button while in a gunfight can cause your enemies to miss a lot of shots. You should take the time to learn all of these, because knowing how to use and abuse all these functions and animations really is the baseline to compete at a higher level. Now it's time for the secret sauce. Challenge yourself. There's no point in playing on easy mode. If you play the hard way, you'll improve much faster. The best way to do this is to go headfirst into battles. This can be done by dropping solo duos or even solo trios if you're feeling spicy in battle royale games. If you don't play battle royale games, you can improve simply by playing aggressively. Run and gun with a sniper, then going back to regular guns will be so much easier once you get decent doing with a sniper. Getting good at engaging in close quarters combat and just general pure madness will naturally improve your aim, game sense and movement as you'll passively learn how to adjust. Pair this with the patrolling playstyle by running slightly out of your patrol area, popping some shots, getting back into cover. I promise if you play this way, you will improve immeasurably faster. Sometimes you just gotta get dropped into the deep end. Alright, so that's the 5 main focus areas you should work on in order to improve your general gameplay in FPS games. Let me know which topic resonated most with you in the comments below. If you want me to deep dive further into any of these topics, I would be very happy to do so. If you did make it this far, you are a legend. It really helps me out. If you enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like and subscribing for more similar content in the future. If this video does perform well, I would love to continue making similar ones, as I actually really enjoyed making it. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.
Ain't no way! Oh my! Ain't no way! What the? Holy